Hello, guys, and welcome to this week's live stream. It's been a hot minute. There's been lots going on, which I'm going to get into in a minute. But it has been a hot minute since we've sat down and done one of these lives. So it is wonderful to see you guys, and we're getting back into the usual rhythm of live streams. Going forward, so it's just nice to kind of almost feels like a new year reset. So welcome, guys, and hope everyone is absolutely wonderful. As always, we'll do the housekeeping first, just get that out of the way super quick, and then we'll get on to answering all the questions that I'm sure you guys have. So just very quickly, big shout out to Tom, who as always is moderating on this live stream. I would say I couldn't do this without Tom. That still stands. I couldn't. So a big thank you to Tom, who's moderating. I am happy to answer all of your questions, whether they relate to skincare or anything else. Just ask away. Drop them in the comments section, and just know that I go through those comments in the order in which they come in. So everybody has a fair chance of having their comment read out and their question answered. So don't worry about, leaving it 1,000,001 times. Just drop it once and I'll go through it in the order that they come in. There is no cost for asking a question. I know on most live streams these days you have to make a donation or, buy a sticker or something like that to actually have your question answered. Not here. Not at all. It is completely free. Ask away, and like I said, I'll get around to you as soon as possible. We do these live streams every other week on Saturdays, 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. European time, which is 1 p.m. East Coast time, 10 a.m. West Coast time, and about 5 in the morning if you're watching from Australia and New Zealand. And I always give you an extra big hug if that's you, because that shows dedication. We have had some time changes here in the UK. Our clocks went forward, back, something happened. Something happened to the clocks. And so it's, and those timings might be a bit out for a week or so, but they'll be back to normal. It'll be back to normal shortly. So we're just going to go through, and we've already got quite a few people in the chat, so I'm just going to go through and say some hellos, welcome everyone, and then we are going to get started on all of these questions, of which I can see there are a flurry already coming in. So a big hello to Danny, may I say, and Coco, the new addition to the madaboutskin family. Sending you lots of love. It is so wonderful to have you back on the live stream, my love. I hope all is wonderful with you. Sending big love to Mai. Hope all is fabulous with you. To B, to Vanessa, to Angela and Merlin. Hope you guys are doing amazingly. To Fristenberg, wonderful to have you. To Emmy, to Ben, to Amanda, great to have you guys. To Suzanne, to Scott, to Shug, wonderful to see you. And big hello to Leslie. Send you lots of love all the way to Australia. This is what I mean by dedication. We send you lots of love to Oz. And a big shout out to Sharon too. Wonderful to have you here, and to Shazza and to Amy as well. Wonderful to see you all, and there's lots of people joining all the time, so I'll go through your comments and I'll give you a big hello as soon as I get to your comment. But thank you so much for joining, guys. You guys are literally, amazing, and I love you all so much. Right, so let's get into answering some questions and all of that good stuff. We have had a lot going on. So there hasn't been a live stream for about 3 weeks now, and there's good reason for that. So it's been a stressful 3 weeks. in the best possible way, getting stuff done. So we've got a lot of new launches from the madaboutskin skincare line coming up, and it's kind of finalising things for that. But we actually took a pause. I said we had loads of launches lined up, and we have lots and lots of stuff going on. And we've been working through all of them to get it right. But it just, for me, was the reason that we decided to take a brief pause on doing anything to do with that was because we just needed to work through our shipping, sort the shipping with our warehouse team out. So we contract out to a warehouse team who are okay, but they've been a bit overwhelmed because volumes have just gone up so much recently, and they're being a bit overwhelmed, and it's just not able to deliver the service that I want to deliver. So we've had to kind of rejig all of that and worked with them, and very fortunately they were really open to switching things around and getting some more staff on board to be able to make it work, which is coming in the next week. So we have the launch of the dark spot serum, we have the restock of the sunscreen coming as well, and all of that has been waiting for us to get the warehouse operation where we want to be. So all the new staff, which I'm saying hello if anyone's watching, will be joining, will be starting from the week after next. So not next week, the week after. And then we'll be able to launch everything, knowing that everything is going to be in place to just get product out. It's always been a challenge with the amount of orders going up and up and up all the time, which I'm not complaining about, obviously. But it has been, it's been a challenge. It was one that we wanted to work through. So, just say we have sorted that, and we're pausing launching anything for an extra week. We've delayed it, so it'll be about a 3-week delay in total, to allow us to actually get that sorted so that everybody gets the smoothest customer service, and so we can actually offer next day shipping in the UK, and we can offer 1 week shipping internationally. It's something I've always wanted to do, but we've never been able to do because there's just been so much going on, and we've been able to do that. So if anyone's wondering when we're going to launch the dark spot serum, hyperpigmentation serum, and restock the sunscreen, it's going to be in a week's time, to allow us to finalize all of that onboarding and actually get it working. I mean, it's been a lot this week, with the past couple of weeks to get it all sorted, but it feels like we're finally there, and hopefully that'll be good news. And there's going to be a big, we're going to go out with a bang for the launch of those products and the restock of those products on a big day-long live stream, and there will be a free shipping offer, completely free shipping wherever you live in the world, so that people can try out our new warehouse dispatch stuff for themselves and see how quicker things are and see how seamlessly it's going to run from there. So watch out for that, which I'm very, very, very excited about. Very excited about, and hopefully you guys will too. As always, we've got a day-long live stream for the launch of the dark spot serum, which will coincide with the restock of the sunscreen. And we have, we're going to get all that sorted, and I can't wait. We've obviously got a tote coming out for that. It's going to be so fun. Anyway, so that's just a bit of an update of where we are with stuff like that. So if anyone's got any questions about that, or I can either answer them here, or you're welcome to contact our customer service team, which has also grown in number. So welcome to 2 new part-time staff for that. So if you go to the contact us section of the website, www.madaboutskin.com, they'll be able to answer any specific questions on anything like that. Anyway, that was just my little heads up. That's what's been going on and why we haven't had a live stream, but there is one this week, and there is going to be another one very, very shortly to relate to that launch. So just go through a few things that I've been enjoying. Literally, I've got so much skincare out here of things that I've been trying and enjoying. So first up, I have used this. This is the Medicate HEO mask. I've been wanting to try this for forever. But I waited, and they have a 20% off sale in the UK at the moment. I think it is only Medicate UK. It's linked to Mother's Day. Don't stress out. We have this every year. In the UK, Mother's Day is a completely different day to the rest of the world. We have it in March. I know the rest of the world doesn't. So don't panic if you're watching this from the US or Canada thinking, I've forgotten Mother's Day. You haven't. It's a weird UK thing. Anyway, linked to Mother's Day, so you can buy gifts for your mum, I guess. Medicate have a 20% off sale finishes the end of today, I think. Anyway, so I treated myself to this. I give my mum lots of skincare, don't worry, she's not missing out. But I treated myself to this. It's like a 2-step mask. So you put this gel packed full of skincare goodness thing on, and then you put this thick cream on, which is like a slugging agent. Put it on top, and it's supposed to be like a 2-step to perfect skin. I'll tell you what, this gives you the nicest skin on a morning, the nicest skin if you use the two together. I didn't pay, they weren't that expensive. You get 50ml in each of them. I think I paid with a discount, I think I paid £29. So not ridiculous price. I actually really like them. As an intensive moisture treatment, they recommend you do it twice a week. I am super oily, so I probably do it once a week. Does give you a gorgeous day. I mentioned on the last live stream how much I'm loving the brand Solitaire, which I think is a super inexpensive body care brand. I think they're US made. Made in the US, yes, they're a US brand. Anyway, I've been thoroughly loving them. I love their body washes, I love their creams, also good. But I've actually been using this. This is their Driftwood Serum Deodorant. So good. It's got mandelic acid in it, so I use this as my deodorant 3 times a week. My underarms have never smelt smoother, felt smoother, smelt better, and it's just, that is also Solitaire, actually a really good brand. Again, none of this is sponsored, obviously. Just what I'm loving that. And I also got sent this. Anyone that uses TikTok and has seen those Garnier sorbet creams, with the little, it's supposed to be like a whipped sorbet thing, and people put them out. Anyway, the hot garbage, a load of old nonsense, don't care for them at all. This is like the Pixie version of it. This is their vitamin C cream serum, and it's it's a lightweight gel vitamin C thing. I bought this because I wanted to try it versus the Garnier sorbet cream with vitamin C that I didn't like. This is far better. So and a similar price. So if you're tempted to try the Garnier sorbet creams, don't go for this Pixie vitamin C instead. I just think it's better. And yes, that was that. And then we had the other thing. What else did I? Oh, got sent this. Haven't tried it yet, but I just love the packaging, which is why I'm sharing it. So I got sent this from a brand, You're Looking Well. Thanks guys. This was their trial set. So I've actually taken them all up to the bathroom because I'm going to start trying them today. So you come with a little tube of day cream. You got like 7-day vitamins for the morning and the evening in lovely little pill boxes, and a night cream. Actually look really, really good. Look really good quality. Anyway, they sent me them, so I'm going to try them. I haven't actually tried them yet, so I'm not going to say yes or no to them. But if you want a review of some like indie skincare brands that I'm trying at the moment, if that would be a video you'd be excited for, let me know, because I quite like the look of this. And then what else have I got? Oh, and they also sent me this. Yeah, look, well, this is their night cream. This is the large size of their night cream. Let me get this. I haven't opened this yet. So yeah, I'm trying some more indie brands because I think, you know, some of the big brands, they're not doing it for me at the moment. So I'm trying some of the indie brands. And look, I just think this looks like, this is glass. This is quality packaging. I just think it looks so nice. My only criticism of them is it's 25 mils, and this sneaky shrinkflation. I hate it when brands do this. Serum should be 30 mil. This is 25 mil, but it looks like a 30 mil, so it's a bit sneaky. Anyway, I'm not going to hold them accountable for that, but you know, we're aware. We're watching brands doing that sort of thing. Anyway, so yes, that's the update on everything I've been trying. Let me know if you want any reviews on things like that, and we'll get into it. And I should have said as well, this which is the madaboutskin Intensive Rescue Balm from my collection. Everything is basically restocking. The website and the warehouse has been cleaned out. It's gone mad. Everything is restocking this week when we've got our website operation, warehouse operation up and sorted in a week's time. So we would normally do like a cheeky little deal or something at the end of February, but we have held off doing that until we get the warehouse stuff sorted. So if you wanted, the one thing we have done is this is the madaboutskin Intensive Rescue Balm, which is my favourite, my go-to daily balm. Great on, you can use it on the lips, you can use it on the eyebrows, you can use it on the body. It's just a great all-round balm. Buy one, get one free at the moment. So all you need to do is put 2 or multiples of 2 in your basket, and then when you get to checkout, 1 will show as free. So if you put 4 on your basket, 2 will show as free, so on and so forth. So yeah, buy one, get one free for the end of February. That actually runs out tonight, though I'll keep it going until tomorrow in case anyone watches this on replay. So yeah, www.madaboutskin.com, and it's the Intensive Rescue Balm. Buy one, get one free. So yeah, that's my update. That's my skincare update for the week. So let's get through some of the questions that I know you guys have. Hi, madaboutskin from California. I hope everyone's doing well, having a great weekend. Yeah, great weekend so far. It's been a bit of an action-packed weekend. Should we say an action-packed weekend? Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. So took the kids to ice skating, inspired by the Winter Olympics. Took the kids ice skating. That was a choice. I think, you know what, looking back, everyone enjoyed themselves. I think my heart was in my mouth most of the time, but anyway, everyone enjoyed themselves, and that is the main thing. So that was inspired by the Winter Olympics, which I've been watching quite a lot of and thoroughly enjoyed. And then doing a good old Sunday roast tomorrow, which I am so excited for. Love Sunday roast. B said hi, saying hello. Hi B, hope all is wonderful with you. And Vanessa says hi everyone. Feels like it's been forever. It kind of has. It does feel like it's been forever. But honestly, it's been 3 weeks, but has it been 3 or 4 weeks? Anyway, we are getting back to our normal. What I was doing was I was visiting the warehouse every weekend to sort all the logistics out over the past week, 2 weeks. So that's the reason we haven't had a live stream. But we are back in it. We're going to have an all-day one coming up, which are my absolute favourite ones to do. Then we're back to having our fortnightly ones going forward. But it's been too long. Angela, great to see you, my love. B says it's Becky. YouTube still have that thing where they're putting the wrong names on the they're putting the wrong names on the thing. Anyway, so if I read out your user handle rather than your name, it's not me being rude. It's just it's YouTube. We're gonna blame YouTube. Anyway, Becky, hope all is fabulous with you and sending you all the love. Scott, great to see you. Hope all is fabulous. And Frisbee Bird says hello. I'm currently snuggling with my cat. Really happy there's a live stream today. Sending love to you and to all your cats. And you know what? I mentioned in a video the other day about cat hair, which is a very real and persistent thing in this house of mine, and how it gets stuck to your skin during every skincare routine. Dog hair also does the same, and you guys have shared so many lovely stories in that video about your cats, both past and present, and how much you mean to. And it just honestly was my favourite comment day. I sat down with a massive mug of tea, and I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed reading all those comments, and it just was the nicest comment day ever. So Angela says, I need help with closed comedones. Never ever had issues before. Don't know what's caused it, but I don't exfoliate. Could that be the reason? So sometimes with closed comedones, which are kind of like the little bumps under the skin, they can be caused by a multitude of different things. Often people find when they go into winter skin mode, so we're applying a lot of moisturizers, emollients, humectants, things to give our skin moisture. These things can, however, whatever the quality of them, can lead to closed comedones sometimes. And so you end up with a build-up almost. So I would say two things. That is probably the most likely cause. So there's two things you can do. First of all, I would just be really on it with your cleansing for the next week to 2 weeks. Do a double cleanse if you don't already do a double cleanse. You can go back to doing a single cleanse afterwards, but for 2 weeks, just do your double cleanse. Be on top of your cleansing. Be thorough. Maybe massage your cleansers in for a minute longer than you normally would. That'll really help. And then when it comes to exfoliation, so what I like to do for closed comedones is getting a gentle lactic acid. So a 5%. You can go for a 10% if you want, but a gentle lactic acid. Put it on a Q-tip, a cotton bud, and then just work it on the area, roll it over the area. That way you're not slapping an exfoliating acid all over the skin, which if you don't exfoliate now, your skin isn't going to be used to. But rather you're doing it in a targeted way and just roll the Q-tip over it every day, just on those targeted areas for a week, and that'll make the world of difference. That would be my top tips. Hopefully that helps, Angela. Let me know if you need any product recommendations or you need any more info on that, but that would be my top tip. Emmy, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Christopher says, and Rob, any news on the restocks, out of stock products? Yeah, I mean, the website is looking decimated. It is looking decimated. So let me bring up the timelines. So in the next, once we've got the warehouse all fully stocked and staffed, once we've got that sorted, in the next, let me have a look. In the next week, we're going to have the launch of the dark spot serum, and we're going to have the restock of the sunscreen. So that's going to be two of our best-selling products back. That'll be in the next week to 10 days. There'll be a live stream to coincide with that. We then are going to have the cleansing cloths, which we sold 5,000 cleansing cloths in a month. I don't know where they all went. Anyway, we've got 10,000 coming in, and they will be in the next 2 weeks. So if you like the cleansing cloths, they will be in 2 weeks. If because we ran out so quickly, if you are owed cleansing cloths, because some orders contain them, and we're going to send them on after when they come in this time. So if you're owed any cleansing cloths as part of your orders, as part of any giveaways that we had, just make sure to drop the team using this contact us section of the website, www.madaboutskin.com. Use the contact us section and just nudge them and say, don't forget my cleansing cloths, and we're going to send those all out. They're coming in the next 2 weeks, which is really exciting. The moisturizer and the peel, which are out of stock, will be coming back in a month's time. So that's the timelines for that. It's just been impossible to keep things in stock, but in the best possible way. I mean, it's a great product. It's a great problem for businesses to have. The super serum is back. That was out of stock for a while. It is back, and we've got literally tens of thousands of units. So that is in there for the long haul. We're already manufacturing a huge bulk of the copper peptide because that's selling out super quick. So that'll be restocked. It's in stock already, but there'll be more stock added. So we're getting on top of things. So everything's happening in the next 2 weeks, which makes me very happy and nervous, kind of in equal measure. Amanda, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. And the same to you, Ben. Hope you're having a great weekend. Suzanne says, so nice to see you all here today. It's lovely to see you, Suzanne. Hope you guys are feeling a little bit better. I hope everyone's kind of on a bit of a upwards health journey, shall we say. Hope you're all feeling better. Let's see. I'm nearing the end of my madaboutskin face wash and I'm trembling. Well, Suzanne, I have good news for you. I can give you good news on this because I got an update from our team on this that your we got the customs clearance form for your order, so it should, I would imagine, be with you in, I'm going to say in the next 3 days, 72 hours, something like that, Suzanne. So do not tremble. Make it last for 3 days and you are fine. I should say, Suzanne, I meant to message you to let you know it's coming in two. Obviously, because of the hoodies, it's coming in 2 parcels. So you will have 2 parcels coming your way, just in case if you're wondering why it's split in 2. Just part of the customs process. So do not panic, Suzanne. Do not panic. Shug, great to see you, my love. Hope all is fabulous with you. Angela says, I have my cat Merlin with me. Had to have one of my cats. Tigger, put to sleep Wednesday. Oh, I am so sorry, Angela. Do you know what? I don't think there's anything harder. Personally, the things I've been through, I don't think there's anything harder. So I'm just sending you, Angela, the world's biggest hug because, you know, I think a virtual hug can help a lot of things. It's just sending you, and just know that you're not on your own, that there are lots of people that have been through this and know how difficult it is. So just, yeah, sending you all the love in the world. And to Merlin, who I'm sure is grieving in his way as well, as I know cats, dogs, animals do, don't they? So I'm just sending you all the love, my love, all the love. See, I just says Rob fashionably late. I was making my tea. It's a good tea as well. No regrets, because that is a good cup of tea. That's a very good cup of tea, actually. Tom says Rob should be here in 5 minutes. He's always late. Tom didn't even need to check in with me. He just was like, I'll cover. Give it 5 minutes. And I was 6 minutes late. So I do apologise for that. But I was making a cup of tea. And in my defence, it's a good cup of tea. So thank you, Tom, for holding the fort in my absence. Where are we? Tom says he thinks that the last live stream was 3 weeks ago. I'm going to say 3 weeks. I don't think it's been 4, but Suzanne said maybe 4. Maybe it has been 4. Maybe, I don't know. I think it was... We are back to the normal routine now, so nobody worry. Let's see. This is Hope Shelf Chicken can make an appearance. Living his best life on the shelf. He got a dusting the other day. Yeah, I actually pulled everything off the shelf and dusted them, including Shelf Chicken, who definitely was a bit crusty and dusty. So he's had a spa day. Leslie, great to see you, my love. And Vanessa, if we can't remember when the last stream was, it's been too long. I think this is the answer. Vanessa, I think, has covered that. That is the answer. If you can't remember, it's been too long. And I think I could definitely agree with that. We have got one of the all-day ones, which I'm really looking forward to. And then we're getting back to our normal, like, fortnightly, 2-hourly ones, which I love. And yeah, now everything's sort of settled. It should be good. It should be good. Let's see. So Angela says, I've been using Skin Sort for a while. Do you know, I haven't actually tried Skin Sort. I've heard good things. I have had really good things. I haven't actually tried them. There's a lovely community, all like-minded people with skin issues. Not as good as the madaboutskin community, of course, but it's still there. I might try that then. I love a good skincare community, as long as it's not... Some of them can get a little bit judgy and a bit toxic. The most of the skincare community are lovely. I obviously adore you guys so much. I think everyone can be respectful, sharing their opinions, being challenging if they want to be challenging, but respectful and all that. Some of the skincare communities I've been part of can be really, really toxic. I'm like, oh, wow. And I've had to leave and be like, oh, no, thank you. So it's nice to see the Skin Sort one actually sounds really nice. So I will go and check them out. I will. Tom says, wow, Rob isn't usually this late. Maybe his kettle broke and he can't make his tea. I think, well, in my defense, earlier today, I did have an hour-long nap and I woke up very groggy and had to watch 15 minutes of TikToks to kind of recover. That might be my actual excuse. But the tea also was there, Tom. The tea was also there. Fristenberg said I would never run out. Fristenberg, take it from me, I did not run out of tea. I would never. That happened once, Fristenberg, and it will never ever happen again. I can assure you that. Never again. Sharon, great to see you, my love. Emma says, I know, I was right before the multi-active Super Serum was restocked. I bought 2 bottles. It's been flying out. The Super Serum has been flying out, which is honestly I'm so grateful for. It's we rejigging. Anyone that wanted to get their hands on the anyone that wanted to get their hands on the cleansing kit, where you got 2 cleansers and 2 cleansing cloths, but missed out because the cleansing cloth sold out like that. That kit will be coming back as well in the next two weeks, which is quite exciting, and I'm looking forward to being able to share that with you guys. Because I know a lot of people love those kits, and like I say, if anyone missed out on the cloths as part of the giveaways or as part of the kits because we were just wiped out, don't forget to drop that message to the customer service team, www.madaboutskin.com, and in 2 weeks' time they're going to ship them out all for you. So just give them a nudge on there, and it'll all be good. Let's see. Suzanne says, a cute little tidbit during our wash-up routines. Our 2-year-old always says, "Thank you, Uncle Rob," when we use the madaboutskin balm on his lips. That has made my entire week. Literally, that makes me so happy. Damien, sending you all the love in the world. That makes me so happy. And I love that the rescue balm is literally the whole family. Safe to be used on kiddos, safe to be used on sensitive skin. I use it on my dog's paws, and so we have a lot of like de-icing going on at the moment, and dogs walking on like the salt thing, not good for their pads at all. So I do always wash them when I bring the dogs in, and their paws can get a little dry. Use this on the paws, use it on their nose in summer, which can get a little bit dry. For the whole family. Genuinely. And because of the ingredients, you can legitimately use it on all ages, all skin types, all animals. It's all good. Let's see where we are. Let's see. That's the kid always waving. I was a bit late, Damien, but I'm waving back. B says, "Rob, you lost weight. What's going on?" I don't think so. Not deliberately. I don't think so. I don't know. No, I think maybe what happened is I tend to, and I don't know if other people do this. I am, by the way, as well, I'm not a dietitian. I give no recommendations. I think what I do generally is I am somebody that likes December. I like the Christmas food. We visit lots of family. I've got family all over the place, all over the world, and I tend to visit them all during December, where we have like 18 Christmas meals and lots of food. And December is a big food month, and I do tend to pile it on in December, and then kind of by the time January comes around, I'm bored of food, and so I tend to not really eat a whole lot in January, and then get back to normal. So I think some people do often say, like in February, like, "Oh, have you lost weight?" No, I've just lost what I piled on over Christmas. I lost it again. I'm not sure that that's good for the body. I'm not making that as a recommendation. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not sure whether that's good or bad. I'm just putting it out there. That is usually what happens. I have been trying to go to the gym a little bit more as well. Like, I've been trying to be like a bit healthier. I've been trying. I don't know how that's working, but I've tried. But thank you very much. Scott says, "Rob, when are you going to do a video on Lux's amazing community? I need to hear your opinion on the bone smashing." I've heard of this, Scott. I'm almost worried to delve into that. I'm a bit worried. I'm not gonna lie. It does scare me a little bit. When people say, people can be quite extreme in and I'm not judging anybody for the lengths that they want to go for. I always say, as long as you're doing it for you, right? As long as you're doing it for you, then crack on. Go on. Do your thing. My problem is having any treatments, any things like that, is I've never actually liked them. So the things that I've done, and I'm always quite transparent with you guys because I think it's kind of part of being on this platform. So the things that I've had done, so about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, I had Botox. Didn't like it. I didn't like how it changed. I didn't think it did it. My forehead has always been like ridiculously, like jokingly smooth. Like you can honestly see yourself in it. It's like a mirror. And me and my friend have always joked about this since I was like 18. So it didn't really do anything. And then on the other areas, I kind of didn't like I just didn't like it. So I said I'd never do it again. So I let that wear off, never did it again. Had filler in my lips, which I thought I liked at the time. And now I look back and think, I'm not sure I did. I'm not sure I did. I wouldn't, not enough that I want to do it again. So not doing that again. And that was about 2 years ago. So not doing that again. I do have some peels. I have like one peel a year usually. I do like those. I still go back from there every year. But so I'm worried about some more invasive things that if I went and had this treatment done, I'd end up not liking it because I haven't really liked anything I've had done. I don't know. So yeah, so the idea of people like reshaping their entire faces and stuff like that, I'm like, I'd end up hating it and it would be completely the worst thing. That's what I'm worried about, basically. Scott, that's my thing. Same reason I've never got a tattoo, because I can guarantee you I'll have it done, I'll love it for a week and then I'll hate it and then I'm stuck with it for life. Same reason I would never, ever, ever in a million years get a tattoo. No judgment for people that do. If you like them, crack on. It just for me, I know I would hate it within the week. Pointless. Tom said, please don't forget to like the live stream if you have a chance. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for that reminder. Much appreciated. While everybody has a chance to like the live stream, if you minimize the chat, hop over to the like button. When you go back to the chat, it takes you back to where you were so you don't miss out on anything. I'm going to take a big sip of my tea. Such a good cup of tea. That is such a good cup of tea. Absolutely love it. Blue says, wait, our clocks have changed? I think so. Tom worried me. He left me a message today and said, I'm all out of sync because the UK clocks have changed. And then I thought, have they? Have I missed something? Because it all happens automatically. So then it got me panicked. Wait there, let me try. UK clock changes 2026. Let's see. Oh no, they go back on the 29th of March. No, they haven't changed. I thought they had, no one had noticed. No, they haven't. Ignore that. Nothing has changed. 29th of March. If you're in the UK, stop panicking. 29th of March. Ignore that. Suzanne said, I wish Damien could read this chat. He just wants to be part of whatever his parents are excited about. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? And I love that. I absolutely love that. He would be sent lots of love if he could read this chat. Amy says, hi, tried my Trinity London eye cream and love it. Does her moisturiser have the same luxurious consistency? It does. And it pains me to say that because I was determined not to like it. And I love it. And I think this is kind of the problem. I absolutely love everything that Trinity London has come out with. And I don't want to love it because of the price point. But I do. There are very few things. In fact, I can't think of a single thing that Trinity London has come out with that I haven't enjoyed. The azelaic acid, phenomenal. Like, honestly, so good. I really, really did like the... I really liked the eye cream. I really like the neck... It's not a neck cream. It's like supposed to be like a firming, boosting thing. Really love that. There isn't a single product, honestly, that they've come out with that I haven't enjoyed. And yeah, I don't like the price point. Jennifer says, hello from New York, sending lots and lots of love to New York, and I hope all is wonderful with you. Arizona said, there are 2 American products called Angie's Actives that I purchased. Okay, I've got thoughts on this. I'm going to finish reading the comment and then I'll share my thoughts. I would be interested in your input with just seeing the ingredients list. The products are incredible. So Angie, who actually is a content creator on YouTube, she goes under the handle Hot and Flashy. I'm sure she does predominantly makeup, but does do skincare as well. So she released her own skincare line, which kind of I had high hopes for because her dad, I believe, is a cosmetic formulator and she has a background in marketing. So that seems like a dream combo. Anyway, was really looking forward to it. She launched, sold out like that. I was in a queue waiting to get my hands on it, sold out like that. Anyway, so disappointed because I really did want to try it because the ingredients look amazing. So I am still super excited to try it, but it's sold out. And I do get, she's kind of going down the same, I believe, I haven't actually spoke to her about it, so I'm assuming that she's going down the same route that I went with my skincare brand, which is no big investors, no big money backers, just funding it yourself. And you have to start with smaller units. I mean, when we first launched the madaboutskin range, I launched with 1,500 units of each product, because that's all I could afford. By the time you spent for research and development, creating, marketing, everything, we're talking like tens of thousands of pounds, and and it sold out really quickly. We then reinvested that money in producing more, and we're scaling up. But yeah, I believe Angie's doing the same approach as that, so has a limited stock to start with, and then we'll scale up. So I will be trying it because I have so much excitement about it. I just know it's going to be an amazing product. I know she's going to knock it out of the park and it's going to be so good. So I am very excited about it, but this is, I guess the but is, I haven't been able to get my hands on it since it was sold out, but I'm so thrilled that it is because nothing says success like a sellout product, does it? So yeah, The ingredients look phenomenal. I will be trying the Angie's Actives range. But when it's back in stock and I can get my hands on it. But yeah, I'm very excited, very excited. If you, if anybody leaves a comment on the Hot and Flesh thing, let them know, including it, just how excited I am to try it when it comes out. Hi Rob, joining from Singapore, sending lots and lots of love to Singapore. Absolutely gorgeous. Suzanne says, missing your face, Rob. Thanks, Suzanne. Shazza says, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Do you know what? I don't feel that used to be like the running commentary, didn't it, in the YouTube circles? Like, don't forget to like and subscribe. And nobody says that anymore. I might bring it back for nostalgia reasons. Suzanne says, I'm so not caught up with YouTube lately. It would be nice to see what I've missed out on. Thank you, Suzanne. I could always do a little summary here. Always happy to do a little summary. Frisky always says, Rob, a quick note on the Allies moisturiser versus the Trini London Elevator. I'm actually scared to read the rest of this Fresterberg because I want to know. Both of these are kind of my favourites, so let's see what you think. Said, I like the Allies best, mostly because of the smell of the Elevator cream, but both are lovely. Do you know what? I can go with that. No, I think I can agree with you on that. I think the Allies one smells of nothing, which if you're scent sensitive, I think is always a positive because it genuinely has no scent. The Trini one definitely has a scent. I don't dislike it, but it's there, if that makes sense. So no, I could go with that. I agree with you, Fristerberg. I agree completely. Both are lovely. Jessica, great to see you, my love. Hope all is fabulous with you and have a wonderful weekend too. Jennifer says, here's my question. I have combo sensitive skin and I'm also in my 50s. Join the club. I feel like each patch of my skin has a different skin type. When looking for products, do I look for combo sensitive products or do I look for mature skin products? I actually think if you've got a lot of different things going on in the skin, first of all, you're not on your own. I have like super dry here, ridiculously dry here, greasy here, sensitive here, but not here. A lot going on. I actually think, Jennifer, if instead of buying products pitched at one thing, buy ingredients. So for sensitive skin, azelaic acid is fantastic. You can use it all over the skin. It'll work really, really well. It'll help to balance out some of the oil as well. So it'll help kind of balance your combo skin. It'll help with sensitivity. It has some benefits for aging. So get a nice azelaic acid cream. The one by Geek and Gorgeous, their A-Pad, phenomenal. Really great product. You could use it all over the skin. I would then look for like a peptide serum, but don't choose a cream because it's combo skin friendly or because it's mature skin friendly. Choose by ingredients. I think from what you were saying in terms of your skin type, I think you could really benefit from having an azelaic acid, from having a comprehensive copper peptide product within there, to go for a nice rich cleanser, because if you cleanse, even if you've got combo skin, if you use a rich hydrating cleanser, it'll help balance it again. So that would work really, really well. And I get a good retinoid. If you've got sensitive skin, go for like a retinol in 0.05 or 0.1, and that'll be absolutely fine. Hopefully that helps. But I'd say buy based on the ingredient, not on what the product claims, because I find that a lot of combo skin products aren't great if you've got dry patches, or aren't great if you've got sensitive skin, if that makes sense. Shasta says, 57 watching, only 21 likes. Come on, hit the like button. Yes, thank you. This is another opportunity. You guys are doing my work for me, so whilst everyone has the opportunity to caress the like button, I'm going to take a sip of this tea. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that is an absolutely banging cup of tea. I don't know what I did differently. I don't know what... It's just hitting, and it's great. Amy says, please talk about the multi-active super serum. She is thick. She is thick. And I'm wondering what best order to put it. Instinct tells me last. So, the madaboutskin, I'm always happy to talk about this. This is our first product that we launched, and it's now our second bestseller. The copper peptide is like... We sell literally thousands and thousands of units of the copper peptide every month. No other product can compete, but the multi-active super serum is the second bestseller. So this one is the multi-active super serum. It's thick because it's packed, and we had the opportunity. So I remember really vividly when we were talking to the manufacturing lab, and they said people generally prefer thinner serums. People like thinner, watery serums. So choose what you want to go in this, and then we'll put some thinners in to like water it down, and people will prefer that. And that just seemed to me like nonsense. I was like, well, just because somebody prefers it, which, not taking that away from people, if people prefer something, they can prefer it, but Just because people prefer thinner formulas doesn't mean that we should compromise and deliberately create something less good because we want to appeal to a mass market. Actually, I think we're in a fortunate position to have a platform like here on YouTube that we can talk to people about why it's thicker, like I'm doing now, and say, actually, this is beneficial. So it is a lot thicker because it hasn't got the bulking agents in it, hasn't got the thinning agents, so it hasn't got things like hyaluronic acid, which is really cheap to shove in, waters it down, saves you some money, and people like the feel of it. But I don't want a hyaluronic acid serum, I want more in it. So we've packed full of, you've got your vitamin C derivative, your peptides, you've got your antioxidants, you've got glycerin as a humectant, you've got a plethora of hydrating ingredients, you've got some calming and soothing ones, azelaic acid, you've got so much in here with no like thinners. So it is, every hit is potent, and I think that's really important. So it does need a little bit of work. So I would say how to apply it on damp skin, because if you think it's not been thinned through, so you put a pump, you've got a pump of actives there. If you put it onto damp skin, because it's water-based, it will absorb better, but also the water on the skin will just help it slip across and absorb better. You're almost diluting it on the skin, but you've still got a full pump worth of actives, and then you do your own dilution almost. So I would say definitely use it on damp skin for the best results. You can actually use it at the start. I personally use it at the start of my serums because it's not oil-based, so there's no reason you can't. Damp skin, after cleansing, put it on, and then go in with the rest of your serums, and you'll find that any tackiness gone like that because the other serums are on. It will help the other serums actually penetrate better, so it'll just work better. So I am all for using it at the start of your routine rather than at the end, which I know runs counter to the argument that you use the thickest last, the thinnest first. But yeah, that's how I would use it. Does that answer your question? It is gorgeous. I should say we are until the end of today. Yes, because we're resetting everything for new launches, restocks and everything. So until the end of today, been the last day of February, if you wanted to use the thanks discount code, which is thanks, all capital letters, all one word, thanks, that will get you 30% off anything that does expire today. So that's www.madaboutskin.com. 30% off using the code thanks, all capital letters. But hopefully that helps you, Emmy. Hopefully that helps you. And thank you so much for your support. Oh, so Suzanne says, been trying the Skin 1004 calamine face mask stick. It's great. I love it. I love the smell. I know calamine is a little bit hit and miss for people. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I love it. I just love the scent of it. I just absolutely love the scent of it. So yeah, I'm fully on board with that, Suzanne. Fully on board. Amy says Shelf Chicken needs to get off his butt. He does. I'm gonna send him to the warehouse, get off his butt and actually do some work. This is it. This is what needs to happen. Absolutely. Felicia, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. I know you said you've missed some bits. We are on replay, so if you're watching on replay, by the way, everyone, sending love. We're always on replay. And there's some like updates and stuff you missed, but we've still got more than an hour to go, my love, so plenty of time to catch up. J Mart says, can't wait to get more sunscreen. Thank you so much. I can't wait for it to be restocked. I literally cannot wait. It's just, the amount of stuff, I've had invoices like this high with like, from the filling company, from the manufacturers, from the lab, from the warehouse, everything's managed up, so all paid and it's all done, which was one stress off my mind. And now it's all happening. And basically it's all going to happen at the same time, which I guess is good because people don't have to put in multiple orders. They can order everything at once, which is good. But it is just, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And yeah. Oh, and the 200ml sunscreen is coming at the same time as well. So the 100ml and the 200ml both coming at the same time, which is quite exciting. I should have said that because people have been asking for a larger size. We've come up with a larger size. So the 200ml and the 100ml all going at the same time. Vanessa says, Daxlot serum and sunscreen sounds like a match made in heaven. I've put some pressure on the customer service team to come out with a little kit. So I always do like a duo kit so you can buy them together because it kind of makes sense to use the two together. They have said, what, you want to give us more work? I'm like, oh no, please. So we'll see if that's ready for in time, but that's the plan. That is the plan. Let's see. Tom says, I warn them. Oh, Tom has, we like this. We like some user feedback. So listen to Tom. He's been using the Super Serum since it launched. So listen to Tom. He knows what he's doing. Says, I warm the multi-active Super Serum in my hands before I apply it. I find it spreads well on my skin. I do use it as a last serum for my moisturizer or sunscreen. This is good. You can always warm it a bit between your hands and that will again help. Absolutely would endorse that. Tom, knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, and he can use this at the end of the serums, which is fine. I think this is the thing about layering. As long as you don't use oil-based serums first, because the oil will stop things getting into the skin. So as long as you isolate your oil-based serums, you can use them in any order. So I use my super serum first. That's fine. Tom uses his last and then tops with the moisturizer. Also fine. Both of these ways will work really, really well. You could actually put a couple of drops, put a couple of pumps of it in your moisturizer in the palm of your hand, apply them together if you wanted to. That would equally work. There's no reason you can't do that. All the madaboutskin products are designed to be flexible, so use them how best works for you. But I like Tom's idea of warming it in your hands first. I think that does definitely help. And yeah, and it now does come in a pump. You guys were asking for 3 years for a pump. Comes in a pump. Oh, Carolyn says, ectone versus exosomes, Rob. What do you do if you could pick one? Which do you prefer? I like both. I would go ectoin over exosomes. They do different things. You can use the two together. I would go ectoin because I think it has longer term benefits. So ectoin, yes. I like the Face Theory one. The Face Theory milk is stunning. Oh, update on that. If you're watching from the US, which Caroline, I know you are, if you're watching from the US, Face Theory are going to start shipping to the US now that the tariffs have been, I don't know what word, overturned, tweets, whatever happened. Anyway, they coupled that with an announcement to say now we have some clarity around that. They're going to resume shipping to the US in 2 months' time. So they've got that penciled in for the start of May. It's basically in 2 months' time. So anyone watching this from the US, and the same goes to Transparent Lab, both are going to recommence shipments to the US in May for Face Theory. I'm not sure on Transparent Lab. It might be a little later than that. But anyway, both two of my favourite brands will be coming back to the US. So that's just a bit of good news. I thought I'd share that. Great to hear about the news, Rob. We are all rooting for you. Can't wait for the updates. Thank you so much, Suzanne. We love you. Scott says, oh, I want that Medicate mask. No, I need it. You do. Scott, you do. It's actually really... I'll show you my hand. It's actually... I don't know. Let me just find the price. Do you know, I'm just going to find the price of this because I can't remember what I actually paid. Oh, God, I can type. Medicate HEO mask. Right, let's see. So it's £38. £38 for both, so you get the two as part of a kit. Came in this little kit here. £38 for both. That is with a discount, which I think expires today. I think, when does it? Yes. You get 20% off until the end of today. So the first step, the blue one, the reason I got this is it contains urea, which is my favourite skin softening ingredient, and it's really hard to find. It has aloe vera in, which is one of my absolute favourites, calming and soothing, hydrating, which I love. You've got your allantoin, you've got your sodium PCA, which is great for calming and soothing. You've got some kale, which is like a sea kelp kale thing, which is kind of like a bit of a rip-off of the La Mer, which I love. I'm not paying La Mer prices, kind of like their thing. And you've got some botanical extracts in here as well, which is great. It's really just designed to calm and soothe, but step 2 is where I think you then get your like real kick, because in here you've got dimethicone, which is what seals it in, which means it's not greasy, but it does have some occlusive properties, which I love. But you've got your ceramides, you've got your linoleic acid, which is great for the hydration. You've got plethora of ceramides. You also, interesting in here, which I actually quite like, you have a touch of lactic acid, which not enough to be really an exfoliator, but enough to kind of soften things down. The two together, absolutely amazing. I love them. I absolutely love them. So yeah, do you need it? I say you do, Scott. I say you do. She said, thanks for the update, Rob. You are very, very welcome. Jessica says, please could we have an update on the Mad About Skin Dark Spot Serum? You can. It'll be coming out in the next week to 10 days. Very, very excited. It's coming in the most gorgeous blue bottle, which I don't have here. I've left it in my office. I'm very sorry. I don't have a bottle. It's the nicest blue you will ever see in your life. The tote bags that we've got to go with it as well are stunning. Absolutely stunning. I am very, very excited about this one. Just really gorgeous. Just a really, really gorgeous, really gorgeous product. So It contains, so the key ingredients really that are going to be packing the punch are tranexamic acid and azelaic acid. So you've got your tranexamic acid in your 5%, which is the highest percentage you can get over the counter. Delivers a really good, strong dose of that tranexamic acid. You've got your azelaic acid too, in super high strength. Together, they're going to really deliver like the maximum like dark spot fading, prevents hyperpigmentation and treats hyperpigmentation, which is really good. You've got 2% of alpha-arbutin in there, which is my favourite brightening and like pigment correcting ingredient. I love alpha-arbutin. And you've also got in there a beautiful range of calming and soothing ingredients. So it's not going to sensitize the skin, but it is going to treat. The key thing is there's no exfoliating acids in there because a lot of dark spot treatments do, which means it's limited to who can use it. So this is sensitive skin friendly, but it's also going to really pack a punch, which I'm really proud of. The calming and soothing ingredients definitely help, and it's super inexpensive. So yeah, that to me is what I wanted to deliver. And there are no serums out there that combine azelaic acid and tranexamic acid together. I don't know why. So I created my own. I'm so excited. It's going to be so good. Yeah, so good. You can actually use it twice a day because it's gentle enough. You can use it twice a day, morning and evening. And it is just going to give you results in sort of like, to set people's expectations. I think you should start seeing results in about 3 weeks to 4 weeks, which is really quick for a dark spot treatment. I promise you'll love it. Promise you'll love it. The blue. The pink lettering on the dark blue background. It's just, when I saw that bottle, I was like, yes. Absolutely done. And it comes in a pump. You always want pumps. You're getting pumps. When we launched, we did a mix of pumps and droppers, and everyone's just said, why can't we have everything in a pump? It's coming in a pump by customer demand. Amy says, Scott, that Medicate mask combo is great. I think I was quite late to this party. Lots of people have told me how amazing it is. I think I was late to this party, but everybody's been raving about it, so I am so happy I actually tried it. And yeah, it's definitely, I wish I got on it sooner. Let's just put it that way. I wish I got on it sooner. But yeah, Scott says, yeah, Amy, I'm getting on it now. Why were you gatekeeping? Yeah, Amy, actually, that's a fair point, Amy. Why were you gatekeeping? Shazza says, I love anything driftwood. It smells so nice. This is so good, this deodorant. It's so nice. Because it has mandelic acid in it, technically you can use it every day because mandelic acid is gentle. My underarms are a bit sensitive. I use it 3 or 4 times a week. Smoothest underarms I have ever had. And it's just great. It's just great. It smells so good. It just smells so good. Lisa, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Sharon says, I'm loving my new hoodie, wearing it with pride. Thank you so much, Sharon. I am so glad you enjoy it, my love. Poshella, hello, Zoe, my love. How are you? Saying, looking forward to watching and replay. Silly question. Tubs of cream that have an inner and outer lid. Do you keep the inner lid if you're using it consistently? Glad to have you back. First of all, my love, glad to be back. Wonderful to see you. That is a great question. So, I don't know the answer to this question, but I'm going to take an educated guess. So, when you go through, so like, for example, this is a great example. This is the Medicate Advanced Pro Collagen Peptide Cream. So, in here, you have this, and then it had an inner, like, plastic thing that you pull off and then put on, do you know what I mean? That's what we're talking about. Under UK and European law, you can't include that plasticky thing in here as part of your stability testing. So when a brand says, so for example, Medicate say this is once opened, stable for 12 months. So once I open this, it's good for 12 months. That is without that bit of plastic because by law they can't include that plastic in the calculations and the stability testing. So I'm going to say remove it because it's still going to have the 12 months on it anyway. There is a theory that if you keep it in, it will extend the shelf life of the product. There is a theory. I just go on the view of the shelf life of it is determined in stability testing, which cannot include that plastic insert. Therefore, take it out, chuck it. I don't use it. I as you can see from this, I throw mine. I don't keep them. There's no harm in doing it and keeping it. And I guess it would make it less likely to leak. So if you travel a lot, maybe keep it. I don't. But from a stability perspective, it has no bearing on the stability that's shown on the bottle. Hopefully that helps. None of the Mad About Skin products have, like, you know, sometimes you get the plastic cuffs around pumps, sometimes you get the plastic inner bits and stuff. We don't do that. Not because I don't think they're helpful. Some people do find them really helpful. I just don't agree with extra plastic. I think anything we can do to remove plastic from our lives is a good thing. And so I didn't really want to add more plastic to the world. So that's why we don't do it. Amy says, yes, Scott, should listen to everything I say if you want to stay in my court. You see, Amy, we are listening. You didn't tell us. Unless you did tell us and we missed it, in which case I humbly apologise. Miss Feline, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Scott says, all hail Queen Amy. Well, Amy doesn't have a crown next to her name, Scott. You, Tom, you do. You have the number 2 crown. I still don't know what these crowns mean, but you have it. Amy says, Mad About Skin Balm, best lip and cuticle balm ever. Ka-ching. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Shazza says, we need more likes. Pretty, please. Yes, pretty, please. This is my cue to have this amazing tea. I make a good cup of tea. If anyone wants to come around for a cup of tea, you would be more than welcome. I make a very good cup of tea, if I do say so myself. Angela says, I love the Mad About Skin lip balm. Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you so much. And yeah, for today, it runs out today being the end of February. If you put 2 in your basket, 1 will show us free. 4 in your basket, 2 will show us free. Buy one, get one free to the end of today on the Mad About Skin Rescue Balm. So yeah, if you want to stock up, now is the time. Basically half price, because buy one, get one free. I'm so not looking forward to taking Damien ice skating. He will learn his parents only have left feet. Do you know what? I'm generally not good at sport. I can ski. I'm quite good at skiing. I can't do many others. And I'm good at swimming. So swimming and skiing, great. Everything else I'm pretty useless at. So I'm definitely not a sportsman. I'm definitely not talented when it comes to sport. I'm actually surprisingly good at ice skating. And that's because of someone that's usually not that great at these sort of things. I was okay. I just think when you take kids, it's like heart in mouth, like, and they fall, they bounce, they don't care. But I'm always like, I don't know. I couldn't look. Tom says, Suzanne, find your inner Canadian. Yeah, I think Canadians are actually born able to skate. I've heard that. I think that might be true. I think they skate before they walk in Canada. So Amy says, yeah, Tom, how many quads can you do? Sorry, that tickled me. Yeah, Tom, how many quads can you do? Borneo, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Tom says, yeah, I'm well beyond quads at this point. I don't think I was ever in quad territory. I can stand upright. I take that as a win. Lisa says, using Tret, I do the sandwich method, love the sandwich method, but get a lot of dry pilling skin on my chin. Do you have any tips? So I would say with Tret, particularly in the initial phases, the pilling isn't a problem. Like, it's a good thing. It's supposed to be turning over the skin. So if, particularly on the chin, you'll often get it here. These are like common areas. I would say if you're new to Tret, and by new I mean in the first 3 to 4 months, let it happen. Just accept it's happening and move on, because this is an area you will get peeling, pilling, balling up. After 4 months, it might be that you need to take action, is what I would say. Sandwich method is a great thing to do because that'll lessen the impact. You could also try as well, something that I find works really, really well, is take a day off from your Tret once a week. And use the glycolic acid on that area. Leave-on treatments are better than the wash-off, in my opinion. And use it as that, and that'll just really just take that. So the Tret has nothing to peel, if that makes sense. But I would never recommend using glycolic acid and Tret on the same day, so you'd have to take a day off to do that. Hopefully that helps, though. Hopefully that does help. And if you're finding that that's still not working, you can still do the sandwich method, but then put a balm on top, and that'll just seal it in, and that will really, really help. Tom said, let's see. Tiffany says, just joined. Is there an update for the hyperpigmentation serum? There is, literally between 7 to 10 days, and it will be coming out. So excited. I don't think I've actually been excited for a launch like this in such a long time. I am so excited for this one. I cannot tell you. Says it's good to be nervous every now and then. Keeps the blood pumping. Yeah. We'll take the win, Suzanne. We'll take the win. Undisturbed Monk says, hello, is increasing vitamin C intake orally more effective than topical? No. No. So there's a limit to how much vitamin C you can ingest orally. before it's of no use. You're just peeing it out. You're just peeing it out. And so whilst high dose vitamin C, as far as I'm aware, isn't problematic, it's not beneficial either. So my advice would be to use things topically on the face and get the rest from your diet if you can, supplement if you can't. But I think particularly if you're looking for brightening the skin, if you're looking to fade hyperpigmentation, topically is always going to be quicker and better than orally, but you need to do the both, really. In an ideal world, you would do both. Romp Troll says, just pop by, say hi about my mum's this weekend. All the siblings are here. How exciting. Sending you lots and lots of love to you, your mum, your siblings. Hopefully you're having an amazing, amazing weekend. Thank you so, so much for popping in, my love. Suzanne says, thank you for the news, Rob. Couldn't bring myself to bother poor Ella again. Oh, she has friends now. She has friends. She doesn't have to sit. Oh, I mean, she works from home, so technically, I guess. But you know, she has co-workers in that space, so feel free to bother away. I know she's catching up on everything. Basically, if anyone has any queries on shipping, send a message across to the customer service team. www.madaboutskin.com. Send a note to the customer service team over there. They'll be able to sort it. Basically, we are going to be in a position in a week's time to be able to offer next day in the UK, 1 week delivery internationally. We have never been able to come close to that because we just haven't had the resources. We have invested hugely in this, into making it work, and it's going to be a little bit of a game changer. There will be a free shipping code going out to everybody so that it can experience the new service, and you don't have to take my word for it. It's going to be amazing. You can try it yourself, and I'll prove that it's amazing, basically, is what I'm saying. And they can try it for themselves. And we have some new customer service agents joining part-time that are going to be able to do it. And yeah, it's quite exciting. Exciting times. Terrifying, but exciting. I'm not one that gives up control easily. So a little bit mixture of both. See, Bodio says, Rob, today I just opened my new madaboutskin copper peptide bottle. Can't live without it. Thank you, my love. Sending you all the love, and I'm just so glad it's working for you. Amy says, okay, Scott, are you listening? The Queen is about to speak. Ectoin is my new favourite thing. Using the Ordinary and Abib, best new ingredient I've added to my routine, so hydrating. Amy has spoken. Ectoin is the way forward. I agree. I actually love Ectoin. I think it works so well in a skincare routine. I think it's an underappreciated ingredient. It doesn't have like the sex appeal, does it? You know, you don't hear it and think, oh wow, it sounds amazing. But it is. It's just like a little bit of an unsung hero. I recommend Ectoin to everyone. Face Theory is my favourite. I haven't tried the Abib one, and I've heard it's really good. But yeah, also good. And my actual favourite is the Paula's Choice. I don't want to pay Paula's Choice prices, which is why I don't buy it, but it is really good. Suzanne said, I missed hearing this giggle over a hot cuppa. I am very easy to please. If there's a hot cup of tea, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty set. Angela says, I'm running low on madaboutskin copper peptides. Have to place an order, but I need the growth factors version. That will be coming much later in the year, but it is coming. So do not panic. It is coming. I promise you. Jen says, I've been doing skincare for the past few years. Could you do a favourite drugstore products video, including everything from cleanser to serum? Yes, I would love to do that. Let me make a note of that. I would be happy to do that. Consider it done. Ectoin is fire, said Scott. We love it. Undeserved Monk said, did you ever take Accutane? No, I didn't. So I would say that my adult acne my acne journey started when I was about 15. So it didn't really come with like the normal like hormonal changes, kicked in at like 12. Didn't really have any issues with like breakouts when you would expect it to. Kind of kicked in after that, which is, I don't know, because obviously I don't know other people's experiences, but you kind of go through all your hormonal changes at like 12, 13, 14. Skin was fine. You know, that was like, the mood swings probably weren't, if you can ask my mother, the mood swings probably weren't, but like skin was fine. It's great. Barely got a zit. Got a few breakouts on my chest and back, but like nothing serious. Then everything kind of settled down. And, you know, you get to like 15 and that's all kind of done. And then like 16, my acne kicked in and went into overdrive. Bizarre. It had like a delayed response, like with the acne. I don't know why. And so it was kind of, yeah, really weird. I just remember being like 16, like 15 and 16, 17 and 18. That like 4 year period was horrendous. just really, really bad for acne. And then it kind of got a little bit better. I remember I was still using the Clearasil. They did nothing. They were horrendous. The Clearasil pads at uni. So when I was at university, so I must have been at 18, 19, still using the Clearasil pads. So it was still going strong then. But it was never bad enough that I needed anything higher dose. So I went on antibiotics, which I personally wouldn't recommend. They didn't really do a lot. Obviously, speak to your doctor. I got mine prescribed. I don't think they did a lot. Particularly, I did like the roll-on, like medicated roll-on thing. That did nothing. None of these things actually really did anything. I should have just, if I had access to Differin, to adapalene, that would have been a game changer. And azelaic acid, that would have been a game changer. I just think most of the stuff they prescribe you are nonsense. Obviously, when you go to a dermatologist, that's like your general practitioner. When you go to a dermatologist, they can give you more advanced things. And I think I never went that far because it never was that bad. So I never went on Accutane. One of my friends did. She had her skin was beautiful. She just had cystic pile up here. Skin was beautiful. Here, disaster zone. And so she went on it for that. And it worked. It worked really, really well. It was great. So I'm not against it. I think it's good. I just think mine was never bad enough that I wanted to go down that route. Yeah, so that was the thing. My acne journey, do you know what? I would have been fine if I'd have just known azelaic acid and Differin at like 15. It'd be great. It'd be great. I think we all deserve a pat on the back. The madaboutskin community is wonderful. I agree. Positive, helpful, constructive, and friendly. These are the things that we should be aiming for, and we deliver, which we love. Shasta says, "I agree. This community is nice. Well done, all. Thank you. You guys make the community, not me. So love you all." Ames Rose says, "I was waiting all morning for this to start, then fell asleep, and now I'm late." That sleep would have been good though, love. So do not worry about it. I think a little cheeky nap is never a bad thing. So Amy said, "Dogs plural?" Yes. Long story, Amy. One belongs to my gran. Not for me. I have Lorne, as you know. One of my other dogs belongs to gran that I kind of do help and support with. So plural, yes, but Lorne is my bed, which I don't know where he is. I actually don't know where he is. He'll be outside the door. Who am I kidding? He'll be outside the door. So I'll replay this with Damien later on. Yes, do. I'm sending an extra wave. So he gets waves throughout. Alyssa said, "My 10-year-old son Oliver loves your videos," and says, "Hi, sending love, Oliver. Hope all is amazing with you." Christopher said, "Yeah, I also call it Amy. Rob, have you got dog more?" No. So there is no new dog. I don't need to announce anything. There is no new dog. My gran, when she's with me, has a dog, which I kind of keep as my own. And when she's not with me, I miss him. But it's part of my thing, so yeah, but not my dog. Not my dog, promise you. I have 2 cats and 1 dog that belong to me. Scott says, "We appreciate your transparency on this stuff." Rob, thank you so much. Andrew says, "No politics, please." No, we're keeping these live stream politics-free zone. I hope. I don't think I've said. Have I said anything? I don't think I've said anything. Hopefully, no one else has said anything. I don't think I've said anything. Hopefully nobody else has. Let's see. Darth. Oh, I think Tom's removed something. I was going to say because I've not. I don't think I've said anything. Amy says, "Darth, not here, please." Somebody said something. Tom must be on it. In Tom we trust. So Claire says, "Hi honey, this is so cool. My skin doesn't like the ordinary growth fat, so could you recommend serums for micro needling at home?" I am the wrong person to ask. I'll be honest, if something is outside of my area of understanding, I don't do micro needling. So I can't really advise on that. I know a lot of people use the Medicate growth factors to micro needle, and it works really, really well. I haven't personally tried that. But that is a recommendation that lots of you guys have shared, so I'm happy to pass that on because I think we all learn from each other as a community. That would be my recommendation, albeit I've never personally tried it. Josie says, "Been using the Remedy Vitamin C and madaboutskin copper peptides." Love that combo. Just got skin with 1,004% telepore minimizing ampule because he said using vitamin C products more collagen. True. What do I use? The 3. I would personally use... oh, excuse me. Skin 1004. Copper peptides, vitamin C. That's how I would use that. Technically, you can use them in any order. It's fine. That's the order that I would use it in. Let's see. Bloop says, "I knew it." Yeah, I got my clock changed wrong. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Chaz says, laughing at the clock change. I know. This is the one where we lose an hour, so it's on my mind. I've got another month, but I always hate losing that hour. Alexis, so Reve, how are you, my love? Hope all is wonderful with you. Said, Rob, I need something for wrinkles under the eyes and jowls. I used the eye cream from Torridon. Don't see any difference yet. Anything as retinol dries my eyes out. I suppose it migrates to my eyes. Yeah, retinoids under the eye can be a little problematic. I would say if you can get your hands on it, the new Remedy one you can use with the Torridon. So you can use the new Remedy eye product and use Torridon on top of it. That could help boost up the results because the caffeine will supercharge things and it's got some great anti-aging benefits. I don't know if you can get to Remedy. Let me know if you can't and I'll think of another recommendation for you. Neura says, what is the Holy Grail product like Paula's Choice BHA which works fast? I don't like the Paula's Choice BHA. I think it's great, I just don't like the price point. So what works really, really fast? Like a product that genuinely just works fast. I'd say the Numbuzzin 9 Plus Toner. You get an instant glow, you're instantly plumper, skin's instantly smoother, and it works in the long term too. That would be my Holy Grail product. For quick acting, that would be my Holy Grail. So I had to replay the Hello to the Kiddo. Thrill. Thank you, Rob. You are very, very welcome, my love. You are so welcome. Amy says, Susan, is Damien driving yet? Don't jinx it, because honestly, every time I see a picture of him, I'm like, he's got bigger. And the time like literally flies by, doesn't it? I realised like went on holiday with my niece and nephew the other week, and it was like coming up for 11. I'm like, how did that happen? Christina says, hello, my love. I am wonderful. How are you? My love? Hope all is fabulous in your world. What's going on? Let me know. All is fabulous here. It's been a stressful 3 weeks getting things sorted with the warehouse, getting the logistics ironed out, but I kind of wanted to do it all, so it's done now. It's done for like a year, and we've got staff in place, and it's very exciting. Exciting times, just stressful and exciting, but I think if you take the pain now and the stress now, it'll be less stressful in a month's time for me. So that's kind of like investing now for the future is what I'm badging it as. But yeah, really, really good. Hope all is wonderful with you. Tom says we need a collab between Damien and Rob. I would, and add all the animals in. Tom, I'm up for that. Would you like to be the filmer of that? I feel like you should be the vlogger for this, Tom. I need to recruit you. You could do the vlog aspects, and yeah, I consider yourself hired. Case says, how is the madaboutskin family? Active. We did half term, so obviously schools are off. We did half term, and that was action packed, should we say? Keeping trying to still do your job and your day stuff, and also manage kiddos. It's a lot, but it was good fun. We had some really good fun. We had some really, really good fun, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? If everyone has fun, that's the main thing. Let's see. B says, Rob, we need to exfoliate gel in a bigger bottles, like small enough for TSA, please. So, do you know what the good news is? I heard this. I don't know if this is global, but in the UK, we now do not have liquid limits on planes. Disappeared 2 weeks ago. So now if you're in the UK, going from the big airports, so I still think like the really small regional airports still do, but from the big airports, there are no liquid limits. So you can take whatever you want on your plane. There are no liquid limits. I still think there are like rules around you can't take like abrasive chemicals and things like there are rules. You know what I mean? Like it's not all liquids. There are still some rules, but yeah, you can take literally any liquid quantity that you want on the plane. So check before you fly with your specific airport. But I know like Heathrow, Gatwick, Stansted, the big airports, Manchester, all you can just fly with any liquids. Game changer. Haven't been on a flight since these rules came in, but I go and see family in Gibraltar quite a lot where I take hand luggage because I might be going for like a long weekend. So I take hand luggage. This is going to be a game changer for me. I am so thrilled. Hopefully TSA will implement the same thing. Let's see. Danielle says, hi Rob, 51 on Retin-A. What is the most moisturising eye cream in your opinion? Only looking for moisture. If you're just looking for moisture, honestly, I think go for the the Remedy is super moisturising. I love that one. The Remedy eye cream. The Torridon is a Korean skincare recommendation that I always make. Top it off with the balm. You can use the madaboutskin one, but you can use any lip balm. Put it under the eye, seals it in. That is the best way of taking an average moisturiser to a next level moisturiser. See, just Monk says, is it true that tretinoin and SPF will give most of the results and everything else is nice to have? So I wouldn't necessarily go along with that. So I do think in a skincare routine, sunscreen is non-negotiable. If you're not doing sunscreen, you kind of the rest is a bit pointless. Because what's the point of using hyperpigmentation serums if you're not preventing hyperpigmentation with the sunscreen? So I think the sunscreen is truly non-negotiable and does a lot of the work of your routine. Getting a good broad spectrum, ideally not US sunscreen. US sunscreens are pretty garbage. I would go for a European, I would go for Australasian, Korean, Japanese. There are better sunscreens out there and you can have them imported to the US. Just because the US rules means you can't use new generation filters that have broader spectrum protection. If you can't get hold of them, obviously going for a US manufactured sunscreen is better than not. Absolutely. And there are some that do SPF 50. It's just, they're not as advanced and they don't feel as nice. So I would say go for a really good quality broad spectrum sunscreen, ideally non-US, but whatever you can get your hands on. That's a non-negotiable. A retinoid is also going to do a lot of the heavy lifting in your skincare routine, so I'd recommend a retinoid. I know if you're watching this from the US, the default retinoid will usually be tretinoin. The rest of the world, probably it will be tazarotene or retinol. Just different, and none are better or worse than others. Like it's just generally culturally, tretinoin is huge in the US, not particularly big the rest of the world, for a lot of historical reasons. Tazarotene is quite big in the rest of the world in a way that tretinoin never was. Retinol is a great over-the-counter option. So it doesn't have to be tretinoin. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Just a retinoid, and then the rest are. I would choose the rest of your routine based on what you want to achieve. So if you're looking to fade hyperpigmentation, add in an azelaic acid and a vitamin C. If you're looking for further anti-aging, add in a peptide, copper peptide. So yeah, I would say like retinoids and sunscreen are the core two, and then you can add the others as you need. So yeah, I'd say I wouldn't say that what that statement is true, but I'd say there's definitely some truth to it, if that makes sense. Frisbo says, my niece got a pampering for baby's book at Christmas. I love the idea of that. I literally love the idea of that. Tom says, speaking of the peeling gel, any thought of putting the gel in a tube like you do with the antioxidant cream? I think it would help people get the last bits out. I'm not saying no, Tom. I'm not going to say no to that. I think it could absolutely help people. And look, ultimately, I want to create products and packaging that people enjoy the most. So not a no. I think it would be. At the moment, focuses on other things, but I think it would be a good thing long term, and it's definitely something I kind of have on my radar. So yeah, I agree with you, Tom. I think it would be best in a tube. Watch this space. Watch this space is all I can say, Tom. Shazza says, you're not alone. Different issues going on with the face. Thanks for the advice. I know I have like 1,000,001 different faces. Let's see. Angela says, love my Geek and Gorgeous A-Pad. Really helped my skin. It's the only use from now. They found their skin doesn't like citric acid that much. Citric acid is in everything because it balances out the pH, but I wish brands would use other things. B says, peeling gel, large size, like sunscreen size. That'd be great. XXL, Suzanne says, XXL SPF for our body care. I want to do bigger sizes of everything because there is the demand for it. I want to do bigger sizes of everything, so I will promise you. Jan, great to see you, my love. How are you? This is Heidi Romaco. Just saying quick hello before I run away to read bedtime stories to the kiddo. Cracked open a new madaboutskin moisturizer today, by the way. Such a lovely crew. Thank you, Jan. Also, I feel like I'm missing out. I want a bedtime story. Is it too late to join? Is it too late to hop over and join? Just asking. There's something makes me feel that Jan reading a bedtime story would be like the ultimate like calming therapy session that we all need. I might need to hire you, Jan, to just come and do the bedtime story, if I'm honest. I feel that would be better than any like massage or therapy session going. So Vanessa says, yes, body care line with XXL sunscreen and moisturizer. Deal. B says, yeah, please don't thin any of the products out. Travel often, don't want that leaky stuff. I know. That's the other thing about thinner serums. They do tend to leak more, which isn't always that good. Aimsray said, did I miss any news about hyperpigmentation serum? You did. Launching 7 to 10 days. There's going to be an all-day live stream. Cannot wait. It's going to be amazing. Cannot wait. Ripley says, hi love, what's your take on midday routine? You'd have to wash your face all over again. I don't do a midday routine. I know some people do. I don't. I tend to be like, some people go to the gym midday and so do their routine again after the gym. If I do that, I just skip my morning routine and do my midday routine as my morning routine. That's what I do. There's nothing wrong with it. There is literally no, as long as you're not applying harsh actives 3 times a day. I wouldn't recommend that. You could do a cheeky quick, you know, if you get out of the gym, you shower, you put on a nice peptide serum and a moisturizer, your sunscreen, and out the, yeah, that's fine. I just don't have the patience for it. But there's no reason not to. It just wouldn't work for me. Let's see. Where we are. Danielle says, does the code still work for the sale in the USA? Thanks. Yes, it does. So if you go to www.madaboutsskincare.com, last day of the 30% off using the code THANKS, all capital letters, all one word, THANKS, that'll get you 30% off anything. It does still work. Yeah, will still work globally, US, UK, everywhere in between, yes. So Danny says, I've tried the Nip and Fab finishing oil, love it. It's lightweight, adds that's a plus, very nourishing, leaves skin bouncy and luminous. It's gorgeous, isn't it, Danny? It is gorgeous. I've never tried a finishing oil. I think that's a term they've actually invented. I don't think that's actually a term. I think Nip and Fab have just decided to coin. But I think it does do that. It finishes your routine, finishes the skin. So good. Like, so happy you're enjoying it. It is beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely love it. Amy says, I have to head out. Had a great rest of the weekend. Love, the Queen is out. Amy, have a wonderful weekend, my love. Love you. And she says, oh, I'll take a look at the Face Theory Ectoin. They always have a sale just before Mother's Day, Angela, always. So have a look around. I don't know when Mother's Day is in the UK. Again, in the UK, international people, don't stress. We have a different Mother's Day here for some reasons. I don't know why we do, but we do. So Mother's Day in the UK is the 15th of March. So check at like the 10th of March. They usually have a really good Mother's Day sale on Face Theory, as they're a British brand. So have a look, Angela. You should get a discount on it around Mother's Day. That would be my top recommendation. Everyone else in the rest of the world, ignore it. Mother's Day is different in the UK. I don't know why. Literally, I don't know why. But I remember last year when I talked about Mother's Day and I set off international panic with everyone be like, what, we've forgotten, what are they? No, it's just in the UK, it's randomly different, and I don't know why. B says, madaboutskin Super Serum, my favourite. Love it. Tom says, have a great weekend, Amy. Princess Scott's here, and it will make sure the subjects behave. Show Tom and Princess Scott. We like that. I can take that. Let's see. So Danny, this is the update we love. Coco, new madaboutskin dog, doing great. Think she's found a place at home. Don't they just settle in and then rule the roost? I love that about dogs. Lays wherever she wants, unbothered by noises, doesn't bark, and loves cuddles. I mean, I don't know that you could really wish for a better dog. So just the other thing is, outside, doesn't trust people. You know what, Danny? I'm with her. I don't think that's a bad thing. And that'll come with time. I think dogs learn how to behave through us. So if we're confident with people out on a walk, they learn their confidence through us. That'll come with time, my love. She sounds like such a little hero, and we love her. Love her. Scott says, all subjects must behave off with their peptides. I love that. I need that on a t-shirt. I'm going to get that on a t-shirt. Stephanie says, evening, hope you're okay. I am, my love. How are you? Hope all is wonderful with you. TGH says, hi Rob, greetings from Alberta. Sending love to Alberta. So happy to catch y'all live. Excited for the new madaboutskin sunscreen size launch. Love it from head to toe. Sorry I missed the ETA with the restocks. Sunscreen should be in like a week to 10 days alongside, that'll be both sizes, 100ml, 200ml, along with the dark spot serum coming in that same time frame. The washcloths will be restocking in about 2 weeks' time, and the moisturiser and peel gel will be restocking in about a month's time. Whew, got my words out. Ames Rose is excited for the dark spot serum. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Suzanne said, I remember H&G having a cap over the cleansing balm when you opened it. Yes, that is true. I remember that. Shasta says, always remove the inner lid. Use it in 12 months. I just lose it, and I just lose it. I'm just useless. Geek of God is H&G. I was like, H&G, what's that about? Oh, yes, they're having a cap cover on the cleansing balm. I do remember that. Just take it off. CFK says, does the madaboutskin hyperpigmentation treat melasma? Yes. Excuse me. Yes. So it has all the combos to really be effective against melasma. I as a brand owner, I always want to set expectations right, because I think we have a duty to kind of do that. It's going to work quickest on post-acne marks and scarring. It's then going to work really well on hyperpigmentation, sun-induced hyperpigmentation. It's then next most effective against hormonal. So melasma being hormonal, it's going to take a little bit longer for it to work versus dark spots caused by sun damage and like trauma, for example, acne. So melasma, it will be effective, but it will take longer. So I'd say you'll see improvements in terms of acne scarring and marks in about 2 weeks, in sun-induced discoloration in about a month. Melasma, it'll take about 3 months. So yeah, just set your expectations, but it will. It will. Shangela says, I wish that all-in-one products would be on the market because I need to carry lots of face products. I do. You're increasingly seeing more streamlining this year. I think more work can be done, but we are seeing more streamlining when it comes to brands and products for sure. Suzanne said, I need another box of Yorkshire tea and I don't know how to get my hands on it. Suzanne, I'm your man. I can send you that. I can send you. I have so many boxes of Yorkshire tea. I can send you some Yorkshire tea. Yes. WhatsApp me the address you want me to send it to. Just WhatsApp. Yeah. Just pop me a WhatsApp with the address that you want me to send it to. I will send you your plenty of Yorkshire tea. Do not worry. They do. I'll send you one of each, and you can tell me if you tell the difference. They do the standard tea, which I love. That's my standard like day-to-day cup. They do the gold label, like the luxury thing, which I think is a bit stronger and a bit heavier, which I personally like, but I save that. It's not that much more expensive, but it's like their Lux brand. And I save that for like special occasions when I want to treat myself. And they do a really, really nice, like such a nice like biscuit tea. I'll send you that as well. And then you can tell me what you think of all of them. But yeah, just WhatsApp me, Suzanne. Yoyan, WhatsApp me and let me know what address you want me to send it to. And I will get on it. I've got all of them here already. I've stocked up. I've stockpiled. I'll send you some. Dynamite Sky says I had ice skating as as P, what we call PE, but maybe that's a Canadian thing. No, do you know what? I went to a school. We have different schools here, and different schools have different things. My school, we did get to choose what we did for PE. I did trampolining and ice skating. So it's not just a Canadian thing, but it is quite rare in the UK because there aren't many ice rinks. Let's see. Yes to less plastic. Really appreciate madaboutskin being mindful with the packaging. Every bit counts. It does. I just think there's no need for extra. There's no need for extra plastic. So, for example, most brands cover this bit in plastic on tubes because people want a tamper-proof seal, which I get. But most people cover this in plastic, which is loads of plastic. We don't do that. We put this little tiny metal cap over it, so it's tamper-proof because it's got a tiny metal cap, but no need for extra plastic. That cuts down the plastic in that 50%. It's a quick win. It does the same thing. It does the same product. Excuse me. We got rid of the outer packaging of the cleanser. It used to come in a box. We got rid of the box. You don't need your cleanser to come in a box. It comes in a tube. It's fine. So we've actually managed to reduce our plastic. Since we launched, we've managed to reduce our overall packaging by 48%. I'm very proud of that. I don't think anyone's noticed the difference either, which is always a good thing. Amanda said, Rob, your recommendation of the best neck serum cream. Honestly, Amanda, I have never found a neck product. We were having this chat the other day. I have never found a neck product that actually works. The Neod NEC, the Neon Neck, does kind of do something. That's the only one that's come close. None of the other that I've tried have ever actually worked. I would just say take your regular serums, creams, moisturizers onto the neck. Just treat it as part of the face and you'll see results. Be consistent with using what you use on your face, on your neck. I think that's the best way forward because I genuinely have never found a neck specific cream that's ever actually done anything. If you guys have, if you've got any recommendations, share them for me and Amanda. We would love to hear them. Christopher says, does that mean we can get pancakes if we head up to Slovenia, Suzanne? Yes, all over to Suzanne's for bedtime stories and pancakes. I'm on board. Linda says, hi from France. I use the Medicate peptides, but they seem to cause pilling underneath my makeup. Any tips? Yes. If you apply them onto damp skin, less pilling. That's my top tip for that. Apply it onto damp skin, less pilling. Give it a minute to sink in before you put makeup on top. Those two things will cure, because I used to get pilling with it, and that's what I did. Works perfectly. I hope that works, Linda. Yeah, so Danny says skating is Canada, biking is the Netherlands. I'm going to correct you there, Danny. The Netherlands won everything going in speed skating. So if you need to flee the scene of something on skates, trust the Netherlands to deliver. let's see. Tanya, great to see you, my love. Tanya says Ella is fantastic. She is. She now has sidekicks. She doesn't have to do it on her own now. Jay Gold says, hi from Florida, great live stream, you're the best. Thank you, very, very much appreciated. So yeah, so that's this Ella deserves a fruit basket with a nice bottle after each conversation. She says we were joking at Christmas. We were joking because there was some like she said, oh, I'll take you out for a meal for Christmas, and I said no, I should be taking you out for a meal for Christmas. That's how that works. And then she no, I want to. Let's go. So anyway, I said, oh, look, okay, and I'll take you out the week after. We'll take each other out for dinner. That's fine. And then so she says, yeah, I'm gonna take you for a really nice meal. I was like, oh, thank you, really appreciate it. Then I put some work on the desk, and a couple of things were a bit tricky. She went, no, you've been downgraded to an okay meal. I was like, oh, okay. We had a lovely meal. She treated to a lovely meal in the end, and then we went out. I return the favour the week after. But yeah, I'd worried with the workload I was downgraded to just an okay meal, which I still would be okay for. Shasta says, well done on your hard work, Rob. All goes well. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Scott says, watching madaboutskin grow as a brand has been really cool. Thanks for sharing the journey. Thank you, and thank you for guys for bearing with us. It's a lot, and I do really appreciate people bearing with us. We're always trying to do our best and improve where we can. I just thank for you guys bearing with us while we do it. This is, yeah, Ella is awesome. Happy she gets some colleagues. She's very, yeah, she is a superstar. Bless. She is a superstar. Irreglobus says, hi Rob. New shipping system sounds great. I'm afraid I've had problems with the existing system. Still haven't received my order, but Ella's working on it. Can you drop me a message, my love? Drop me a message. Because we can put it right using the new system, because we're actually going to trial some bits before it goes live, so we can resend and resort. Can you drop me a message using the contact us section? Just put F for attention of Rob, and I'll pick it up and I'll be able to sort that out for you, my love. We'll sort that out and it will be all good. Yeah, it's just international has been a challenge with the existing system. We're fixing it. Just the volumes, we've gone from shipping like 10 orders a day to way more than that, and it's just not sustainable. When we started out, we were doing like an average of 10 orders a day, and now we're doing like 50 times that or something. It's ridiculous in the best possible way, and we can't keep up. I just can't keep up with the current system, so that's why it had to change. So yeah, reach Irreglobus, send me a message using the contact us section of the website, and just put FAO for attention of Rob, and I'll sort that out for you. Dynamite Sky says 2 new K beauty boutiques opened in the shopping district near me. Couldn't believe my skin was in my mid-40s. Ask my secret. You should have a few new fans on the channel. Thank you for spreading the love. I really do appreciate it, and I love some of these like love some of the K-beauty. There's a couple opened in London. I'm making a visit. Let's see. Oh, Shasta, I love the Am French cleanser as a teenager. I love that. The smell of it. I love that. Blast from the past. Love it. Danny says, have you heard of the Spanish lab at Prima Derm? Seems to have good formulas. Like, check out the website. No, I have not heard that, Danny. Thanks for the heads up. Let's look. I've just made a note of that. I will be checking them out. Thank you, Danny. I do sometimes go into Spain. Obviously, got friends, family in Gibraltar. We sometimes cross in Spain. I do want to do a little bit of Spanish skincare haul. I am kind of like, I'm on that. Hi Rob, are you still planning on making the scented rescue balms? Yes, coming out in a few months' time. Very excited. Tom says I removed the political comment. I realised, I don't know why I doubted you. Tom, the sheriff, why did I doubt you? I stand corrected. I knew you'd be on it, Tom. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Tom. Vanessa says, oh Rob, I've heard that Niche Beauty Lab has been bought by Cosnova in January. What do you think? Cosnova do Essence and Catrice makeup? I did not know this. You guys always get the tea before I do. I will look into that and I will let you know my thoughts, Vanessa. Thank you for the heads up. Eric Lobby, do not panic, because the hoodie, I've got some spares. You will still get your hoodie. Do not worry. If there's been an issue with an international shipment, do not worry. I ordered some extras. You will get your hoodie. Do not panic. I promise you. Just drop me a message so I can actually reply, and I'll have a look. I'll work with Ella and we'll sort it out. But yes, I have some spare hoodies, so nobody need panic. And we can always put a couple of extra on order. So do not worry. I will always make sure everyone gets what is coming, if that makes sense. Let's see. Shazza says, woo woo, The likes are going up. Well done. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the likes. I love you all so much. Let's see. I think sometimes with the parcels with the hoodies, sometimes we've had customs issues because it's not all skincare, and we're set up with an export license for skincare, and you throw in a textile in there, and sometimes certain customs do pick up. So I think anything with a hoodie in usually gets delayed, and we have to kind of correct. But with the new system, it shouldn't be a problem. Fingers crossed. So we'll be good. Amy says, agree, Ella's been so fabulous, awesome team member. Oh, thank you. I'll pass all that on for her. I'll pass all of it on. And I will let you guys know, thank you. Shazza said, you need to have Yorkshire tea bags online. Keep the community drinking. Yeah, we should just do a little side business in that, shouldn't I? Daniel says, oh my god, thank you for answering my question. I placed an order as soon as I get home from work. You are welcome, my love. Thank you so much. Thank you. See, yeah, sometimes the delivery companies are... I do get... International deliveries, sometimes the bane of my life. The exciting thing is we do have a US, and it will only be for the US, but we're opening in other countries. We'll have a US warehouse coming on board that will be shipping US orders, so that'll make it quicker. All other countries will still be coming from the UK because of the tariffs and things like that. We can't do it via the US. So for Canada, for example, we have lots of gorgeous customers in Canada. Their products will still be shipped for the time being from the UK. But we are looking to set up a warehouse facility in Canada and Australia for all the two biggest markets. And we're going to keep growing from there. But yeah, the US one's coming on board in a week's time. And other ones will come on board. So in the meantime, everything else, if you're in one of the countries that isn't the US, you'll be shipped from the UK still. But we're looking to expand that as well to make it a lot easier for everybody. Dynamite says, I can't find my K-Secret sun lotion anymore. I'm trying. Yeah, I think they've discontinued it. I haven't confirmed it, but I think they've discontinued it, and it's so frustrating. So frustrating. Christopher said, I once bought a stuff a couple of times from an Etsy shop which added a Yorkshire tea bag as a freebie. Just an idea of, I could do this. I would be happy to do that. I would be happy to do that. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes the tracking on international stuff just doesn't update. Tom made a good point. We can always update because sometimes we can see things. So you can always email in and check, and we can check for you. Sometimes the tracking doesn't update for certain countries, which is really frustrating. We are trying to work on that. Suzanne says, Rob, today's nighttime story is Spot the Dog. I love that's my favourite. With a flashlight at night and Spot enjoys Easter egg hunting. Always welcome. I'm on my way over. Do we read it? Do we read it in... I'm going to show my ignorance here. I'm going to show my... Do we read it in Slovenian? That is a language, isn't it? That is definitely a language. That's... Or do we read it in English? That's, Let me... Yes, Slovenian. There you go. It's full of language. I knew that. You know when you doubt yourself and you're like, I don't want to look like a complete idiot. Slovenian. Yeah. Do we read it in Slovenian? Do we read it in English? Yeah, what language? I'm happy with either. When I come over for my bedtime story, I'm happy with either, Suzanne. I'm just genuinely interested. Daddy says, the azelaic acid by Lidl is very pleasant to use. So my issue with Lidl is they have it in stock and then it disappears, never to be seen again. I love Lidl skincare, but you can never get it reliably, which is kind of why I end up falling out with it, if that makes sense. Because I want to be able to buy it time and time again. They sometimes have it in the middle aisle and then they just don't have it anymore. Lidl skincare is really good though. I fully endorse that, Danny. I love Lidl skincare. Face Theory are having a 30% off sale now to the 11th of March. That I didn't know. Right, okay. They've gone early with their Mother's Day sale. We like 30% off. Oh, we like that. That's, yeah, 30% off. It's not on everything. Let's see what it's actually got 30% off. Oh, some of the good stuff. Oh, their Blender Calm Azelaic Acid 10%. That's 30% off. We like that. Their eye cream, also 30% off. Love that. And their minis, they're also really good. The peptide cream's 30% off. The vitamin C is 30% off. Okay, yeah, I can fully on board with this. Ooh, the Ectoin is 30% off. Let me just have a look at that. Yes. Right, okay. Let me see. Check out. Let me have a look and see. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So, Faith Theory, I've got an automatic 30% off. So, their Ectoin Barrier Builder milk, if you can get it, was £28, £25, now £15. Such a good bargain. I'm buying that as soon as. So, yeah, they've got early on. I'll put a notice out on YouTube. That is such a good deal. Thank you very, very much for letting me know. I didn't know that. I will be stocking up now. Let's see. Tanya says, same thing happened to me. I think it's the hoodies. I think the hoodies confuse customs. This is why there's delays with orders with hoodies. I'm pretty sure it's that. So we need to find a way of doing that when we do our next hoodie thing to make sure there's no issue with it. I will work that out. It is always the parcels with the hoodies that are delayed. And I think they sit in customs for a long time. Customs then email us. We have to go back and forth with them and resolve it. I think it's the hoodies, Tanya. But I'm so glad your package came. So that makes me so happy. So Tanya, thank you for bearing with us, and I'm so glad it came. Amy says, if you and hopefully it's coming this week, which is great. Amy, Ella's been so helpful and polite and absolutely amazing. Please pass it on. I will do, Amy. Thank you. And you know, I used to say, if anyone's had any problems with their orders, we have the new system set up. So if anyone has problems with their orders, just email in using the contact us section of the website, and we can look back and we can sort it out for you. That's what we're here for. So yeah, just message in and we can sort it out for you. Never feel like you can't chase. That's what we're here for. I am blessed. Hi Rob, do you know if you'll be testing the new Hannah cream for skincare you could see young? I didn't know anything about this. I will try this out. Yes, I'm always happy to support another YouTuber. You know, like always, I've made a note of that. I will order that. I'm always happy to support another YouTuber. No problem at all. Tom says, I've tried to convince Ella to join the live stream and feel the love. Haven't been successful yet. I'll see. Carolyn said, Rob, your tip on peptide flooding is amazing. Huge difference. I know. Since I started doing peptide flooding, such a difference. I so happy. Like, yeah. Angela said definitely going to buy the madaboutskin peptide hyperpigmentation. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Yeah, and the all-day live stream is coming from the warehouse. I should say this. So the all-day live stream is coming from the warehouse because they've said that we can't have 500 orders and we'll be behind from day one. We need to pack as we go. So as orders coming in, there'll be a team of people. I've got to ask the people that want to be on camera and don't want to be on camera, so we'll have to work that out. But I'll be there in the warehouse packing, which is kind of exciting. Yeah. So everything will be going out the same day, which is very, very exciting. And you get a little look behind the scenes on the live stream. Very excited for that. Angela says, yes, peptide flooding is great. I'm so happy it's working well for you guys. Suzanne, yes, Iraglobe, I hope you're feeling better, my love. And I'm sending you so much love. So much love. CFK said, thanks for replying to madaboutskin hyperpigmentation serum. Looking forward to launch. Thank you so much. Suzanne said, Christ Sky Studio. We love you, Suzanne. Suzanne says, I've been hoarding our last tea bags for months. I can't imagine a world where lack of tea bags is a thing. As a Brit, I cannot be part of that world, so I will cover you. Do not worry. I've got you, Suzanne. Oh, Fritz says, Robert says, if you want to try some Danish tea, I can say that. I've never tried Danish tea. What's it like? I'm very intrigued. I love all things tea. Kirsty says, caramelized biscuit brew to die for. So good. Yeah, I agree. Suzanne says, we basically be sending tea back and forth. Yeah, it's gonna be like a little illicit trade, isn't it? So Angela says, Madam Skin anti-aging oil on the neck is great. Can mix with the moisturizer. This is what I do for my neck, and it loves it. Ezra said, I appreciate the idea of streamlining and all-in-one products. My skin is so changeable. This is true. I think there's a balance between streamlining and also being able to like pick and mix at the same time. I'm with you on that. Angela says, it's great that Madaboutskin is doing so well. Fantastic products, customer services. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you all so much. Eric Glavis says, I will do this. Thank you so much. No, you're welcome. I'll look out for your email this evening. Just put in the subject line for attention of Rob, and I'll look out for it this evening. Christopher says, do you have spare hoodies, Rob? Then send one to me, please. I do, Christopher. I will. Once we've got all the orders sorted and sorted out any shipping issues that might have happened, if there's one left, I'll wing you one, Christopher. Yes, I'll see what's left at the end. But yes, we ordered some extras just in case customs do get a little keen. So we do have some spare. Rebe says, glad to hear the badges are so well. Couldn't know happen to a better person. Thank you. Suzanne said, next tote should look like a giant tea bag. I'll make this happen. I do need to make that happen. That's given me some ideas. I need to make that happen. Let's see. That sounds great. Quebec have a brand called IDC, a 16-in-1. Well, you know I'm trying that. Let me have a look. IDC. I will check that out. Thank you for the heads up. B says, yes, please, Rob. Need a hoodie in size small, preferably. Whatever you can send me, it'd be mighty fine. Pop me an email, my love. Just pop me an email. Again, put for the attention of Rob, and I'll look into it for you, and I can sort that out. No problem at all. Yeah, just pop me an email, and I'll look at it tonight. I'll look at it tonight for you. Tom said, did Face Theory get their international pricing mess fixed? Yes, thankfully. Yes, their international pricing is now done through currency converter, so it should be broadly what the UK prices is, depending on the currency. So Canadian dollars, it'll be roughly 1.75 times what the sterling prices, for example. So yeah, the pricing is fixed, thankfully, Tom. Thankfully, because that was a whole hot mess. Suzanne said, I reading English and Jan in Slovenian. That's the best thing to do, so they can... Yeah, I do hear if you do like multilingual, it's supposed to be the best thing to do. So yeah, I do. I'm going to put that on my bucket list. I like, things that I want to achieve in this life. I want Jan to reach me in Slovenia. That's going on the bucket list. Maria said, Rob, would you do a summer meetup? I would love to do a summer meetup. Watch this space. I would love to do it. The Christmas one was so much fun. It was a lot of effort to organise, but so worth it. Absolutely love it. Emma, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. KSD says, Face Theory Ectoine saved my skin this winter as a Tret user. Best product, I think, on a par with Paula's Choice. I would say it's the closest thing to Paula's Choice, but a fraction of the cost. I mean, Paula's Choice is £60. The Face Theory one is currently $15. I can't justify £60 when there's a £15 option on there. I love it, and I'm with you. It saved my skin this winter. But I enjoy hearing the madaboutskin behind the scenes details and insights. Thank you so much. Challenges. We have a lot of challenges, but we work through them together, and I think we can all kind of learn, and that's what makes it so special. Vanessa sounds like a fun live stream coming. Can't wait. Suzanne said yes to behind the scene videos. We love that. And Emma says, thank you so much for answering the questions. Hugs from Wimbledon. Sending love to Wimbledon. Sending you all the love. Shaz says, the next time I'll have my cuppa. Bliss. We love it. And Jan says, the child is down for now. Oh, for now. Up in the night. No. I can't imagine it. Jan, let's cross fingers. It's a full night through. Christopher said, my favourite Danish brand is Perch. They have a tea called White Temple Tea. I'm going to Google that. White Temple Tea. Let me check that out, Fristerberg. Thank you so much. What did I miss? What did we miss? We weren't part of the bedtime story. That's what we missed. Nice Shallow says, I ordered the YC Ute cream in the launch, but it hasn't showed up yet. It looks a good basic night cream. I'm excited to try it. Ames Rose says, I run a nature centre in the US. We forage and make our own tea blend. Pine needle. I have never tried pine needle tea. I have it again a bit on the bucket list that I want to try it, so I might just have to pop over and I might have to sample that. That sounds amazing. So Danny says, Rob is in the queue for Jan's bedtime storytelling. Yeah, I think join a queue. I got my ticket first. Join the queue, people. No pushing in. Jan says, oh, kids back up. Later. Sending you lots of love, Jan. You've got your work cut out. Christopher says, we need a live where Jan is reading about the dog tours. I agree. I fully agree with that. Maria says, also, Rob, do you have an update on when the washcloths are back in stock? 2 weeks. 2 weeks' time. I promise you guys. 2 weeks' time. And I cannot wait. Let's see. Summer meetup sounds great. Angela, yeah, I cannot wait. Emma says, I'm devoted to this channel. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And all this tea. And I'm a coffee person. That's fine. Coffee's also fine. I like a coffee when I'm on holiday. I don't know. Coffee to me seems like if I'm on holiday somewhere warm, I'll have a coffee, and it feels like at home, I'm tea. At home, I'm tea. And that is the end of the comments. Right, and perfect timing. Oh, I'm becoming an old pro at this. Old pro has a different context in the UK. Probably shouldn't say that. I'm becoming a pro at this. Before I go, let's get Lawn Dog in, and I'll get. He should be out the jar, and we'll have a dog. We'll have a dog. Lonnie, come on, big lad. Come and say hi. Come on, Lonnie. Come on, Lonnie. In. Good boy. Oh, have you just been out? Because you are very wet underneath your bottom. You are very wet. Have you just been out? Yes. What have you got on your beard? Oh. We're going to say goodbye to everyone. Say, have a nice weekend. Yes, I know. We'll have cuddles in a minute. He's felt a little bit like he hasn't had enough cuddles today. Am I keeping you up? Yes. So say that. Look, everyone's sending you love. Yes, look, everyone is sending you lots of love. Danny says, my manager is British from between Liverpool and Manchester. Great region. She's teaching me how to drink tea. Tea is very popular in that region. I'm from the other side of the UK, like same latitude, opposite side. We're big on tea. You're getting a lot of love. You are getting a lot of love, Lorne. Yes. You gonna say goodbye to everybody? We'll have a big cuddle in a minute. Right, thank you so much, guys, for being with me on another live stream. I love you all so much. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and stay warm if you're in the UK, because I think it's going to be another cold one. Stay warm, and yeah, just Lorne says he is very happy to. Am I keeping you? Am I keeping you up? Yeah. Right, love you all so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see us on our all day long live stream. Date to be confirmed. I'll put a message out there. But yeah, love you all so much. Take care, guys. Bye.